Hello, everyone. Today I am going to be talking through the marketing tracker in both Google Sheets and Excel. If you've already purchased this template, thank you so much for your order. I'm going to be walking you through how to use it. And if you stumbled across this video and you're looking for a good way to track all of your marketing campaigns, I will include a link to the template below. Feel free to grab it and then follow along in the video. So I am going to be starting in Google Sheets. I will be hopping back and forth in Google Sheets and Excel because editing and customizing them is slightly different in a couple areas. So I'll walk you through all of that. But in Google Sheets and Excel, this is going to be the first spot that you see when you open up your tracker. And this is your marketing dashboard. What's really cool is it's all updates in real time. So there is nothing you need to populate on here. Every single thing updates as you populate the tabs down here as well. So we'll come back so you can kind of see that in action. The first place that you are going to start is this first tab, Marketing Team List. So this is going to be where you enter all of your not only employees, but your vendors as well. So you're going to populate columns B through H. Columns I through L automatically populate for you. I should say I through K automatically populate for you, and then L is a place for you to take notes. So what you can do is you can come in here and add in your employee's name or your vendor's name. You can add in the company that they work for, their title. For sake of example, I'm just going to copy in their email, work phone, mobile phone. And then you have 4 different options. You can do current or past employee and current and past vendor. So select the option. And then, like I said, these will all populate. So next step is the campaign list. So this is where you can add in the name of your campaign. For sake of example, I just call them campaign 1 through 12. You can actually edit the actual campaign name and you can give it the title. And then under campaign owner, you're going to see that the edits that you just did for the marketing team list are automatically going to appear in the dropdown right here. So everything's linked for you, which is super helpful to stay organized. So let me just add in this for sake of example. You can edit the status of the campaign. You can give it a start date, and then you can also give it an end date. The tasks assigned, tasks completed, total budget, total spent, and then total leads are automatically going to populate for you from the task tracker. So they're all going to attach to the right campaign, which is really helpful. And then what you can do, and then total cost per lead is an automatic calculation for you as well. And then total revenue is automatically going to populate for you too. And then notes, you can also add in notes for the campaign that you want to keep here as well. So task tracker is going to be the next thing. And you can kind of see how these are all going to start to link. So you can come in here and add a task. Again, for assign to, it's automatically going to pull from your marketing team list. For the priority, you can click high, medium, low, or backlogged. For the campaign, you can select your campaign and you'll see, again, any edits that you just made to the campaign list is going to automatically update for your campaign right here. Task type, I have a bunch of different task types in here for you as well. So I have blog all the way through to webinar. I am also a fellow marketer, so I put in all the task types that I can think of. If I missed any, feel free to customize this dropdown by clicking in Google Sheets, this little edit button. That's going to open up this on the right-hand side of your screen where you can come in here and either rename any of these here, or you can add another item to the bottom. So just for sake of example, I'm going to type in example, and then in Google Sheets, you'll click done and then apply to all. So that's really important because then it's going to automatically add that to every single one in this entire column F. So right now, I'm going to hop to the Excel version because making that customization is a little bit different in Excel, and I want to walk you through that. So let's open up Task Tracker in Excel, and then we are looking at column F. I do have little instructions here for you too, just for customization. But basically what you would do is you would click in F4 and you would drag your mouse all the way down to the bottom of your spreadsheet to F999 right here. Yep, I missed it. Hang on. 999 through F4. So slightly different, but then what you're going to do is you'll come up here and click data validation right here. And then you're going to see that the list just appeared for you here as well. So you can either come in here and customize the list. You can delete everything I have in here and retype it. The only thing to note that there's commas in between each entry, and there's no space on either side of the comma. So that's just a tip of the trade. But that is how you customize in Excel. So let me hop back to Google Sheets. You can give it a status. You can give it a due date as well. You can give it a start date. And then you can give it the finish date of when you actually finished it. So you could say like 10/25 or something like that. So if this task has a budget, you would put it here. So let's say you have a $400 budget, and then you would also go ahead and put in your spend for this task. I do realize some tasks are free, right? You're not going to have a budget. You're not going to have a spend. Go ahead and leave them blank, like this example right here. And that's basically all you would do there. And then scrolling over. So what's really cool about this is you are able to track KPIs and stats for all of your different types of tasks. All of the options over here aren't going to apply to every single marketing task, but I have all of the options for you for the ones that apply. So if it's a website or like an article or a digital ad or something along those lines, social media post, you can enter in your impressions, your reach, your clicks, and then your click-through rate is going to automatically calculate for you. If it is an email, a marketing email, you can add in how many you sent it to, delivered, opens, your open rate will automatically calculate, clicks and your click-through rate will automatically calculate. And then if it is something on your website, you can add in your website visits. And then if it's a lead generation task, you can enter in the amount of leads that you generated. Cost per lead is automatically going to calculate based on your budget. So again, if your budget is 0, but you generated leads, right, that'll definitely impact it. And then you can enter in your revenue for this task as well. Yes, so you can enter in, what your revenue is, notes, and then this is expandable too. So what I also want to show you is then going back to the campaign list. So this is that campaign that we did. You'll see that there's automatically 1 task assigned, 0 completed since the task is backlogged, right? If we change this to completed, then you'll see that automatically updates for you. It'll pull in your total budget and total spend. And if you have multiple tasks that are attached to this campaign, it's going to automatically complete the math for you. It'll pull in your total leads. It'll pull in your cost per lead, and then revenue as well. So then let's go over to the task Gantt chart for team members. So what's really cool, there's a couple different Gantt charts. So there's one Gantt chart where you can view every single task for every campaign and every team member all in one view. So that's going to be this right here for you. And you can change the first day of the calendar year. When you change this, you'll see that the Gantt chart automatically updates. So I'm just going to reverse that. And then I also want to show you the week of the year. You can update this as well. And you can go all the way down to 52 weeks in a year. So you can change that to week 18. It'll automatically move the Gantt chart and show you any tasks that are going to be completed. This is super helpful because then you can have either a monthly or a quarterly view as well. And that's really helpful as you're planning out all of your tasks. But let's say you want to view tasks by campaign. So that's going to be this tab right here. You're going to see a little drop down right here where you can change the campaign. And then as you change this, it'll populate any tasks that are associated with that campaign. And then again, the Gantt chart is customizable for where you would want to start, and it'll automatically advance for you too. So this is super helpful as well. And then you can also view by team member. So if you specifically want to see how a specific person or vendor is doing in terms of the tasks assigned, completed, start, end dates, all of that kind of stuff, you'll be able to see that on this view as well. And then the last thing I want to show you is on the dashboard. So this is going to automatically update for you. So it'll automatically tell you how many campaigns. It'll bring in the campaign status from your campaign list. It'll total your entire budget across all campaigns, your total spend across all campaigns and revenue. This will automatically update for you in real time as well, so you can visualize your budget, spend, and revenue for each campaign. This will automatically flag any campaigns with past due tasks. It'll show you tasks assigned versus completed for each campaign. And then same thing for team members. So if you have any team members or vendors that have past due tasks, they'll automatically populate here. That's super helpful without having to sift through everything. It'll show you how many tasks you have in each priority, how many you have in each status, the different task types. And again, if you make customizations, it'll automatically update here for you as well. Your tasks overview by employee and vendor. So that'll be super helpful too. And they're all color coordinated, assigned versus completed. And then what's really cool at the bottom too, you can see your efforts by campaigns. You can see how many leads were generated by each campaign, the campaign cost per lead, and then also revenue generated by team members and vendors. So you can see, this is kind of like your award board where you can see which people on your team are generating the most revenue. And this is a really cool highlight. And again, all of this updates in real time. So that is the marketing planner. Again, thank you so much for your order, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.